Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick update, and this is going to be the much shorter condensed version. I've tried to record this a couple times, but I'm going to have to break it up into 4 parts probably. It ends up being one, an editing nightmare, but two, it's like an hour's worth of information that I'm going to try and consolidate and condense. Some people know what's been going on, some people don't. I obviously haven't really been trying to hide or keep anything secretive. Um, I wanted to be open and honest about what's going on because I know, especially in today's world with social media, people typically only post what they want you to see, the good, which sure, there's always a ton of negative in the world. But I wanted to make this not just for myself, but for other people to let them know that it's not always sunshine and rainbows. Um, so, anyways, I'll stop rambling and get to the point. Um, Backtrack to April 27th to be exact. I had been sick that whole week, but I continued to work. I kept taking COVID tests. They kept coming back negative, but I have respiratory issues, so I ended up having to do like at-home breathing treatments, or in between jobs I would do them at work. So the morning of April 27th, I woke up and I had decided to sleep on the couch. I didn't want to get our now 8-month-old daughter and my fiance, I didn't want to get either of them sick because I was afraid it was COVID. So I slept on the couch that night. I rolled off of the couch to stretch, and the first thing that happened is I ended up having a seizure. Shortly thereafter, I got in the shower, got cleaned up, had another seizure while I was in the shower. Adrian had got back home. She witnessed me have another one, so we decided that I needed to get to the emergency room as fast as we could. So she got me to the emergency room there in Lafayette. They did an MRI and a CT and determined that I did in fact have a mass in my brain that was in my right frontal lobe. They didn't think it was bad enough that they needed to do surgery right then and there, so they sent me home with an appointment to see the neurologist the following Monday. April 29th, I was woken up around 10:30 or 11 p.m. to a bunch of paramedics. I had had a seizure while I was sleeping, and Adrian was able to get me on my side and call the paramedics. So I ended up being taken back to the ER in Lafayette via ambulance, and I was there for like another day or two. They did blood work on me, and as it turns out, I in fact did have COVID. Again, the other video version of this is going to be much longer with a lot more detail. Needless to say, I was just, we didn't get the vibe that we wanted. So we opted into seeking a second opinion, and Adrian found Dr. Troy Painter at Goodman Campbell Brain and Spine in Carmel, Indianapolis. And the more we dug into it, the more good things we found out and heard about him. So, fast forward a couple days, they say, hey, you need surgery. There's no point in doing a biopsy. No need in putting your body through that trauma twice. So we just need to go ahead and do the surgery. So I agreed on Monday, May 20th, that we would go in and do the surgery. I spent the next 6 or 7 days at St. Vincent in the neuro ICU. I was discharged there on Monday, May 27th. And then I was transferred to RHI Eagle. It's a rehabilitation facility. I then spent 9 days there, and again, there's going to be a lot more information to follow. I want to really make sure that people know and understand the full experience. So we had to wait 20 to 22 days for the pathology, which they had told me would kind of be the case since it was getting shipped out to the East Coast. And with the holiday, I figured it would take a couple extra days. So after about 22 days, we got a phone call and they confirmed it was a grade 3 out of 4 astrocytoma. And again, I'll try to give a lot more information on that. So when I was posting on Instagram and Facebook the whole 30 days, I had a couple people message me private and was asking, what is this personal development or growth you're going through? And again, I was very open and candid with what was going on. So it was 30 days of radiation and 42 days of chemotherapy. And so it's Monday through Friday for 6 weeks on the radiation, and basically 7 days a week on the chemotherapy. So that's kind of what that whole thing was about. And again, I'll try to give everybody as much information about this as possible. I think education is key. But I just wanted everybody to know what was going on. I love you guys.